Hey guys, just coming back to you again. Today I got new Blu-rays that came in today. I also got a CD title as well. So got two movies and got a CD box set. All of them were imports. The first title that I got is actually a French release of an Italian movie from the late 70s. And that movie in particular is Killer Nun. The French title is La Petite. What is it? La Petite Sœur du Diable. And the Italian title is Suaro Micidi. And basically, this is Killer Nun. It's a nun exploitation film. Really good one, actually. Haven't really gotten too much into the non-exploitation films. I know there's quite a few out there, but this is probably one of the more famous ones of them all, especially from the 70s. Um, Obviously, if you're a Catholic, probably wouldn't want to check this out because it's highly offensive. Maybe to you, but definitely not to me. Was actually put out by a French company called Le Chat qui Fume, which is French for the smoking cat. And on the spine here, you got a cat smoking. That's easily identifiable as their release. So that is that one. The next one I got is actually a UK import of another Italian movie. It's from 1985. Now, there were actually two different covers for this one, but I couldn't really decide, so I just got them both. Um, I'll show you the first one first. They're both 4K releases, and this is for the 1985 Dario Argento film Phenomena, which stars a very young Jennifer Connelly, and it also has Donald Pleasence in this. You might remember him from the Halloween franchise as the Doctor after Michael Myers. So uh, this is probably one of the earliest films that Jennifer Connelly has done. Definitely is not um, one of the first, well, the first, but is definitely one of the first. She does a really good job in this, and I guess you could say this is a giallo film. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, to be honest with you. It's a subgenre of Italian horror films, which, well, first off, giallo is Italian for yellow, and it dates back basically to the 1950s, the 1960s publications in Italy. They were pulp fiction novels, and they were always famous that had a yellow cover on it, and they were basically like murder mysteries, that sort of thing. Giallos in the 1970s, the Italian films, they basically ran on the same thing, but very violent. Um, Obviously the gore is going to be there, blood, and some pretty graphic death scenes. This one in particular is no exception. Um, I would definitely check this one out, especially for Jennifer Connelly's performance. I mean, I guess she must have been like at least 15 at the time, like 14, 15, 16, but she did an amazing job in her role. And I got the other cover, which is sort of more of the cover that you normally see, is this one. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. This one you normally see, and that one's pretty cool. But this one, I just liked it for the packaging. Um, I love them both for the packaging, to be honest with you. This is from the UK banner Arrow Video, and they put out some really good releases. They do a lot of care with them. They usually scan them to either 2K or 4K resolution, has incredible sound, and the special features are high quality. Um, Arrow Video does have a US label, just basically Arrow Video USA. And a majority of the time, they do release the same titles that they do in the UK, but a lot of times, well, I wouldn't say a lot of times, but there's some of the times that when the just when this company gets the license for the film. Sometimes that the license can only be, I guess it's like shown, over there in Europe or the UK. So it's only restricted for there. So sometimes it'll only be a UK release. Sometimes they can use the rights for both a US, Canada, and a UK release. Phenomena, I'm not sure if they did do one like that for this one, but I have an all-region Blu-ray DVD player anyway, so that will not be a problem for me. And finally, I actually got this from one of my boutique DVD Blu-ray websites that I usually go to. That website is Diabolic DVD. They're based out of Philadelphia. I've gone to a lot of conventions, like back in the day, especially horror conventions, and I've always saw that it's a two-guy team, Jesse and Joseph. Met the guys. They're really nice. They're very passionate about films, and particularly horror films in general. Now, this one was actually the CD set was actually kind of expensive. I wasn't really sure why, but I figured might as well get it because I love the soundtracks for these films. This is for these are the soundtracks for Lucio Fulci's films. The set is called Lucio Fulci's Gates of Hell trilogy, and it's actually for 3 of his films. It'd be City of the Living Dead. It's also for The Beyond, and also The House by the Cemetery. Both were done late 70s, early 80s. We're talking like 1980, 1981. Lucio Fulci is, who unfortunately is no longer alive. He passed away at least like 20-some years ago. He's been touted over the years as being the godfather of gore. There have been other directors that have had that claim to fame as well. One being the U.S. The U.S. director Herschel Gordon Lewis. He did a lot of film, like he's been claimed as the godfather of gore as well, but a lot of his were like really early 60s, and it just was something you normally didn't see in the 60s movies. But Lucio Fulci is a very fine Italian horror director. Some of his later films, they just kind of lacked the luster as time went on. But these films in particular are probably one of his most famous. And the soundtracks for these films are phenomenal. Usually just, I guess maybe there's a little synth in there, but it's worth checking out. And when I actually bought this, I didn't realize that this was an Italian import. I guessed it because with the sticker on here, the SIAE label on there. When I've looked that up in the past, that is basically an Italian rating system. At least I think it's an Italian rating system. I'm not necessarily sure. But either way, it's an Italian import. The CDs are going to play fine for me, and I'm actually really looking forward to actually listening to these. And kind of reliving the movies all over again. Alright, so that's basically about it as far as an update that I have. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry that my speech is kind of like all over the place. There's like a lot of ums and whatnot. I'm not really used to doing videos like this, and I'm sure as I continue on, I'm going to be able to do better videos, maybe a little bit more production, better wise, and obviously talking more fluently and not with all these pauses that I've been doing. All right, thank you so much, everybody, and I look forward to the next video.